If you want to lose 9% of your body fat and go from looking like this to looking something like this, well, today's video, I'm going to explain exactly how you do that. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and today I got a great question on my Instagram direct message. So if you'd like to send me your questions and have me discuss them here or reply via direct message, go ahead and do that there. But what I'd like to do is take you and explain to you how a physique coach, how someone who has been competing for more than a decade, who has been coaching for more than a decade, who has an amazing team of people around him and just wants to provide you some valuable content so you can reach your physique goals, goes about losing body fat. When I'm helping a client, when I'm helping somebody like you, or when I'm helping people in our transformation challenge that starts in a couple weeks. That's right, we have a private group. Our 27 coaches will be in there every single day answering your questions. So if all of that sounds like something you'd be interested in, hit subscribe. I'd love to give you guys advice and provide some value into your journeys to reaching the physique that you're after. So first, let me read today's question. Hello, have a question. 38-year-old male, 173 pounds, 5'7", 19% body fat. How can I lose 9% body fat? So obviously, when you lose 9% from 19, you're going after that magical 10% body fat. So I want to talk about a few things here. First things first, if you just need some information about where I got some of these numbers from, well, I have a free calculator on ProPhysique.com. So if you go to ProPhysique, go under Learn, there is a calculator in there. I'll put it on the screen here for you. You can see you can put a bunch of your personal information in there, and it's going to give you a lot of information, including how many calories you need to lose weight, what your macros can look like, and it can even help you set up some meals, right? It can give you an idea of your meals, how much protein, carbs, and fats, and that's really where we're gonna start today. So this person at 173 pounds is 19% body fat. Now, for you to lose 10% body fat, it helps to really have a plan. And this is what, when we do a coaching consultation, if you call me, we sit down and we talk about these things. Okay, this is our goals, this is how long it's gonna take. This is the type of information I use as a coach, so I'm giving it to you guys free of charge, so listen up. My calculator that I just showed you guys split out some very good macros. The free calculator, free, that I provide on my website, spit out some really good numbers, okay? And I'll show you on the screen here when I did that, what I came to. So it set up his macros at 175 protein, 200 carb, and 55 fat at 2,000 calories to get this process started. What's exciting for me is that, first of all, those are great macronutrients and it provides balance. But first and foremost, if you want to lose body fat, accountability is going to become paramount. Okay, it's going to be important that you're aware of what you're putting in your body as well as how many calories you're burning throughout the day. Does the fact that this person's gonna hit these macros mean they're immediately gonna start losing body fat? Maybe, but maybe not, okay? The reason being is, first we need a full week of information. Most of us that are not tracking are having some high days, some low days. Some days you overeat and the next day you might not be hungry. Likewise, some days you might be overactive and the next day you might be hungrier. Our body tends to have a good ability to kind of keep us stable. So if you want to make an adjustment downward, you have to plug in some accountability. So I figured in all the math here. Got about 33 pounds of body fat on this 173 pound frame. So if that puts the fat-free mass at 140 pounds, we know he needs to get to about 154 to be at 10% body fat. 154 from 173, well, that's about 19 pounds of body fat, okay? 19 pounds of body fat probably sounds like a lot, and it's a pretty considerable amount. But what we're going through here is a healthy range, right? This is not a person that is obese. This is lean body mass, okay? This is a person that at 20% body fat walks around probably pretty lean, okay? When you start to get down below 15%, down close to 12%, that's when you look at someone like I look now and say, well, that person's pretty fit. So we're not talking about weight loss here that is going to be super simple. In fact, what we really want to focus on is keeping and building muscle throughout this process. If you're watching my channel, you know I'm a big proponent of resistance training, and I like to include resistance training, especially when fat loss is happening. Why? Because you do not want to lose lean body mass while losing body fat. That is a recipe for disaster, okay? This is why crash dieting often leads to somebody having more body fat than they did the first time they crash dieted. So how long should you spend to lose this weight, okay? The amount of time to lose 20 pounds for this person, if they lose weight at about 1% of their body weight per week, that is what the research has showed is what successful people do at losing body fat and keeping muscle mass, which is what we're gonna do. It's about 13 weeks. 13 weeks, right, at losing around 1.5 pounds a week. Now, some weeks you might lose 2 pounds, some weeks you might lose 1, some weeks you're probably gonna lose nothing, right? Body fat's gonna come off in a very unpredictable manner. The scale down is gonna go up and down along the way, but you want the average weight to be coming down. You wanna be tracking some measurements, and my personal favorite is pictures, because pictures really show how things are changing. Also, we tend to wear the same clothes all the time. So you'll start to notice that you're cinching in your waist a little bit more, that the shirts that used to be tight are a little bit loose. You might even notice that you can get into some smaller sizes of clothing the leaner you get. This can actually help the process. But understanding that what we want to see over the weeks is that we are losing about 1.5 pounds per week to make sure that we're keeping this muscle. So now that we know the starting calories, macros, activity level, how do we adjust? That's the real issue, is that the calories that we lose weight on at the beginning of a diet will not be the calories that are considered a deficit as the process goes forward. Why? Well, as you lose body fat, as you eat less calories, your body adapts to that. Now, a lot of people are afraid of this. They think, well, I don't want to try to lose weight because I know my metabolism is going to adapt. That's a good thing. Our metabolism is designed to keep us alive. However, if you want to get body fat off, you're going to have to put yourself in a position where you are metabolically adapted. However, what I've seen with myself, with my clients over the last decade, is that you can get body fat off even if you have to be aggressive. Once the body fat is off, you can reverse diet, you can diet break, you can bring calories up and not struggle with such low calories. I think a lot of the fear that goes into weight loss is that, oh, if I have to get down to 1,000 calories a day to lose weight, that means I have to stay there to maintain it. Not true at all. You can lose a lot of weight and maintain it, but to lose the weight, you're gonna have to be more aggressive. You're also gonna have to be lower calorie, but to keep it off, it's not that difficult, okay? You just have to avoid ramping up calories too quickly or completely changing your lifestyle. And this is why I like the slow and steady approach. Why? Because if you take the slow and steady approach, you actually learn tools and mechanisms to reach and maintain low body fat. If you decide that, you know what, I'm just gonna do some extreme fasting. I'm gonna take 2 or 3 days and not eat anything. I'm gonna take an extreme approach to dieting where I don't eat any carbs or I don't eat any fats or something aggressive like this. When you get to the goal weight, you didn't learn anything other than you can starve yourself to reach this weight. So when the weight is where you want it to be, you don't have the tools to keep it there. Your only tool to keep it there is to keep doing the things that you did to get there. Now, if those are things that you want to be sustaining, perfectly fine. But if you're taking an approach to losing this 10% body fat that is not something that you're going to be able to adapt into your daily life, you're just going to end up back where you started. So why even start, right? The purpose here in weight loss is actually learning the skills to maintain it. Yes, there are going to be days and weeks that are difficult. In fact, if you've never tracked macros before, it can be a little bit intimidating. That's why we have our transformation challenge. We have the group to help support you guys. We give you guys meal plans. We give you guys training plans. We want to give you tools to make your life better. My personal favorite app is called Fat Secret. Why? Because it's a simple food diary. You can track food when you eat out. You can track food at home. You click a button. Once you've tracked something once or twice, it's in your food library. We tend to eat the same stuff over and over, right guys? So I know it sounds like a lot of work, but I promise you, if you have the same breakfast every day, half the time when I go in to track my diet, I just hit breakfast. It was the same as it was yesterday. That's how long it took me to track my breakfast. Breakfast, done, right? Sometimes I don't even track a couple of meals to the end of the day because I know I've had the same meals. So these tools at our disposal make this process much easier, guys. It makes it much more consistent. I know there can be a lot of intimidation around this process, and that's why I have the Transformation Challenge. Now, to get to 10% body fat, that is a goal that is quite challenging. You're gonna have to push through some low calorie days, some high cardio days, potentially be hungry, potentially miss out on some social events or say no to a drink. So you need to be motivated to do that. Well, how about $25,000? If you guys are interested in learning more about the Transformation Challenge, someone asked me a question the other day about it. I could do a video just on that topic if you guys are interested. But for today, my friend, give yourself 12 to 14 weeks at losing 1.5 pounds a week. Start with some calories like this. If you guys want to know the specifics, you can go plug in that information on our website. If you have any questions, reach out to us directly. We'll answer your questions, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the challenge.